we got kind of some introductions out of the way. What I really would like to hear, because the story is insane, is Andre's story. Whichever one you want, bro, just hit us with a good one. Andre's a really good storyteller, so let's sit back and listen to Andre.
Oh my gosh. Which one? Do you go with donuts? All right.
Yeah, I mean, donuts is the best one, but if you wanted to tell another one, you definitely could.
All right. Now, I guess backing up, it's when I was living in a really nice area in Chicago. My father-in-law does pretty well, and so I live in a nice area. All the houses are expensive, so I walk around. You know, I like to walk when I'm on the phone. I have headphones. I just walk and talk, and you know, I do what I do. So, but a lot of people know me, but I still get the police calling on me all the time. It's whatever. And those are other stories I can tell you about 4 or 5 times I've been stopped while walking, which has been hilarious. But there was one morning I woke up, my wife said, "Hey, I need you to go get some sausage and get some donuts from Mariano's, because Mariano's donuts are off the chain." So I go, I'm driving up to Mariano's. I see a police car he pulled in front of me, and I'm following him. And then I pass Mariano's, and I see a bunch of police cars in the back of Mariano's. I'm still not thinking anything. I'm like, cool, whatever. Pull in behind this police officer. He parks on one side. I park on the other side. He walks in before me, and he's greeted by a female officer. And I walk in behind this guy officer. And as soon as she sees me, she grabs her weapon, unholsters it, goes to pull it up and points and says, "Is that him?" And goes to pull a weapon. And he's like, "No," and puts her hand out. And I'm standing there. I almost peed myself on purpose, just so that everybody understood how scared I was, you know. But my legs went limp, like I almost fell, because it's like in my head I go, I'm gonna die, like right now. She's gonna shoot me 3 times. It's instantly how you think. They have to shoot me 3 times, because that's what's going to stop me. I'm 6'4", you know, 240 black dude. She shoot me 3 times with a 40. I'm done. And he's like, no, it's cool. And I'm like, so I go and grab my basket. I'm like, all right, let's go get some donuts. And so I grab my donuts. I walk to the back, and my wife is like, "Why didn't you leave?" I'm like, "Because you wanted donuts, baby. Like, you sent me donuts. Like, I'm not coming back without the donuts. Like,
come on, like a man.
Like I almost got shot over these donuts. I'm bringing back donuts and sausage. Like, you know, you're not going to look at me like, "Oh, you punked out because the police tried to shoot you." So, you know, so I went to the back, and I got the sausage. I walked through, and they're looking down every aisle. There's like 7 police officers. They're all looking down every single aisle. And, you know, I paid, I walked out the front door, and there was a black dude walking in on a cell phone. I looked at him and said, "Hey, man, you need to go to another store. Like, you need to go to another store." And he looked at me. I go, "Fam, go to another store." He turned around. He left.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's my donut story of almost being shot.
This is why we have Andre tell the story, because he tells it like it's a hilarious story. Let's just be honest, Andre's got that storytelling ability, but also Andre easily could have been shot. Like, you don't raise a weapon unless you plan on shooting.
Yeah, and she would have got away. She would have got away.
Mm-hmm. Like, she was scared, man.
She would have been acquitted, because in any state in America, you're allowed to shoot a black person if you're afraid. And me, I'm telling you, I'm 6'4". I'm a little bit. I've been trying to lose some weight. I've been trying to bring it down. Get out of my business.
That's why he's at 240 now.
Yeah. So I
gotta stay off the donuts, man.
But listen, get out. Listen, them donuts is delicious. You ain't never had a Mariano's donut. That's your problem. I'm like looking at you in the eyes, like you could see, like you don't know about them donuts. But I'm just saying. But if you are a threat, and if you're seen as a threat, it's all they have to do is prove that they're scared, and they go back into training. Well, our training tells us that we can shoot somebody, if we're afraid. So that's why if I'm around a police officer, my hands are always out. I never have anything in my hands, ever. I was talking to, they had this thing where you could climb, the kids were climbing in police cars and in fire trucks and all that. And my son was talking to a police officer. He happened to be a black man. And my son's like, they're goofing off and having fun. And I'm like, what did he say? And he goes, he asked, how fast are you allowed to drive? And I said, why is he telling all my business to the police? And we're talking, we're chatting, but the whole time my hands are here. We're having fun, but my hands are here. And my phone rang, and I wouldn't answer my phone because I would have had to put my hand in my pocket. It's just how I'm ingrained because and we're joking, like, but it's so much a part of who I am. I know, do not reach for anything while talking to the police. You don't do it.
So Dalton or Michael, do you have, I mean, what is your feeling when you're around an officer in that capacity?
Wow. I'll be honest. The burden that Andre's talking about, I've never had to experience that, and I know that's something that, my brothers of color, just, it's a part of their lives in this time in our culture, and it's heartbreaking. I'll say for me, when I'm driving in a car, a cop pulls up behind me, I get a little nervous because I might get a ticket, that's about the extent of it. So I don't know what it's like to feel like if I make the wrong move or I say the wrong thing or, someone gets triggered by some sort of, just something life-threatening could happen to me. So I don't understand. I can't even process that. And that's mind-blowing that my friends walk in that kind of, have to walk in that kind of fear. It's sad.